Hey everybody, welcome back or welcome to my channel. My name is Cheryl and I'm the activity author here to bring you a book inspired activity video. Wait, I never did one of these before. What's that? I guess it's when I read a book and I turn it into an activity, and not just any activity, an activity that I pull from the book that you guys can do with your kids. Yay! That's what it is. That's what it is. So wait, before I go on, for the people that don't know me, hey, I'm Cheryl and I'm an author and I create easy kids crafts out of household items that are usually inspired by books by self-published authors. So if that interests you, please check out all of my many videos here on this channel. I have a playlist of over 50 videos right now and you guys can get into it. Just go ahead and click this card up top real quick. But definitely get into it after you watch this video, okay? Okay, so guys, let's stay on topic because you know me. I can get off topic real quick. But yes, so today's book is called Applesauce Afternoon by Brook, Hadley, Kramb. And it is the sweetest book, y'all. I met author Brook at the Union County Festival last year and we talked and chatted up because we actually had tables next to each other when we were trying to do our vendor event thing, and we bonded, and she ended up giving me a free copy of her book because she loves what I'm doing with my books and with my channel. And she ain't had no expectations out of it. She just wanted to give me the book. But I told her, I'm going to find a way to incorporate this book on my channel just because I got so much love for her. And y'all, I have done it. And you're going to see in a second. But real quick, guys. She wrote this book for her grandpa, Dr. Herbert Hadley, and it was a gift for his 90th birthday. And this book is really a reflection of how they spent time together and how they made one of her favorite treats as a child, applesauce. Like, whose child doesn't like applesauce? I'm just saying. Something I never considered was making homemade applesauce with my kids. I never did that. I actually never made homemade applesauce ever. So, parents, is this something that you guys do on a regular with your kids? Well, look, if not, let me tell you, it can be a great learning activity for your child. I did not realize that there's so much math and science into it. So guys, that's what I'm going to do in this video, okay? I'm going to show you guys how to take just a simple activity of making homemade applesauce with your kids to a learning experience that you guys will cherish together. Making memories, that's what I'm all about here on this channel. So y'all, let's get into it. So the first thing I did was I let my 3 and 5-year-olds count the apples. So we sat there, we counted the apples. I honestly don't remember how many apples we had, but I know it was a huge donation from my neighbor. She got some apples from somewhere and she gave it to us because she had an overflowing amount. Thank you, neighbor. And yeah, so that's what really gave us more inspiration to make applesauce. Who gonna eat all them apples? But anyway, stay with me, guys. So counting the apples was a great math exercise, especially for my 3-year-old, because she is learning how to count and it's just a fun way to learn how to count. So yeah, counting the apples, that's math. Number 2. So after we counted the apples, I went ahead and peeled them while the kids ran around for a little bit. After I finished peeling the apples, then we used the apple slicer. So that's number 2. This is my second educational tip when making applesauce with your child, is to use the slicer. Now our slicer has 8, it cuts the apples into 8 sections. And so I use that as an opportunity to teach them about division. Yes, I'm teaching a 3 and a 5-year-old about division, okay? So the easy way to do it is you show them like 6 apple slices is a third of the apple, 4 apple slices is a half of the apple, and 2 apple slices, the quarter of the apple. Y'all get the picture, right? So that's what I did. So the kids kind of now got an idea, a little introduction to division. I'm not saying they're gonna be experts at it, but it's introducing the concepts, and that's what we want to do here, parents. Just introduce the concepts. All right, so number 3, I taught them the science of how water boils and why we boil water, and then I explained to my kids, to get the apples into the applesauce form, we have to get it softened so we can mash it. So in order to get it softened, we have to boil it. So this was a nice little learning lesson of showing them how water heats up and how it boils. And yeah, they were really into it, and they kept asking me, is it boiling yet? Is it boiling yet? No, not yet. So then the next thing that I did was, so we had to measure out ingredients like sugar. So I took that opportunity to teach my kids about the measuring cup. And I kind of showed them how the measuring cup goes hand in hand with the apple slices. When we did the slices of the apples, remember I told you about the division and how I taught them half an apple is 4 slices. Well, I also showed them a half a cup of sugar is kind of like the same thing, almost kind of, you know. So yeah, we had fun talking about the measuring cups and how they play a part in math and fractions. And yes, that is how I was able to sneak in a few educational tips while making this applesauce with my kids. They had a blast mashing the apples, especially my youngest. She would not stop and would not give me that masher for anything, y'all. And you know what? It's a great motor skill as well. So here you go. We got some physical ed up in here too. So they're mashing the apples, using that physical strength. And after she was done mashing the apples, of course, y'all know a 3-year-old ain't gonna mash it as much as it needs to be to turn into applesauce. So I had to sneak and go after her and use the blender and get those chunks down, you know, because we like chunky applesauce, but not that chunky. Not that chunky. Okay, so after we had the applesauce grinded down to the perfect texture, we went ahead and put the sugar in it, and then we put it in an airtight container, let it cool down in the fridge, and then to end this experience, when it was time to eat it for dinner, we added some cinnamon for a delicious topper of our applesauce, and we were all done. So this was a very quick and easy process of making applesauce. Teaching kids how to make things from scratch is very important. That way they know how things are made and where they come from. So I definitely recommend making applesauce with kids. It's a lot of fun, and you get so many conversations out of it. And not only do you learn a few things and you can make an educational experience, you can have fun really bonding with your kids. We had some interesting conversations while slicing these apples, to say the least. But yeah, so guys, do you make applesauce with your kids? I mean, have you tried this? And if you do, what ways do you incorporate education with making applesauce? Please drop down any tips in the comment section, because I want to hop down there and read how you guys are using applesauce in your house and how y'all making it an educational experience.
Potato free.
Just one more thing, I just wanted to tell you guys that the book that we use for our inspiration for our activity today is in the description box below, and also the social medias to our author Brook is also in the description box, so y'all can definitely check that out. Oh, and the recipe that we use to make this applesauce is also in the back of the book, so that's why I didn't tell you guys a recipe, because you got to get the book and get her special recipe. All right, guys, so if you found this video entertaining or helpful, please hit that like button for me. That'll let me know that you like this, and I don't mind digging up more content like this for you. I can turn any book into an educational activity, so let me know. Click that like button down there, and then I am working on another book-inspired craft video for y'all on Sunday, so definitely check back for that. Subscribe if you're not already subscribed to the channel so you know when that video is live. And in the meantime, if you want some more content from your girl, go ahead and check out my many videos on here. I have over 200 videos, y'all, of arts and crafts that you guys can do with your kids right now. So definitely check that out. I'm sure you're going to find something of interest on here. And thank you so much for watching this video to the end. Make sure you share this video and click on one of these 2 videos to keep the party going. And I will see you in my next video. Bye.